radio station is it? What's the dial? What's the link?
106.9.
Is that what it's going to be on?
Oh, wait, no.
It should be streaming,
It's on
right?
ksvp.com. Or on YouTube or Facebook.
Okay. I can hear myself in the deal.
Okay, yeah, I think it should be getting.
Check. Check.
There is a bit of a delay, so
Okay.
I won't be able to get much of an interview for
Okay. What's that?
playing Hobbs.
Well, it's a three-way, so you got Roswell, Carl's, Ben, and Hobbs. But yeah, this first match is Hobbs and Roswell. I'm not sure what weight class it is. What's that?
So they can't hear you.
They can?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I don't really know what to tell you.
Yeah, no, I'll just do kind of a play-by-play. So it looks like 126 is going to be our first match. Eric Serrano of Hobbs. Jerry Romero of Roswell. Period 1. So Roswell with the head and arm. A good counter move by Hobbs. But Roswell with initiation of that head arm. Hobbs goes ahead and takes the 2-point takedown with the scramble. He's hooking up a cradle right now. Roswell do a good job with arm control. Hobbs too high. Loses control, gets reversed, gets caught in a half. He's on his back. Roswell going for the fall. You got a 3-point near fall at the time. Hobbs is trying to fire off the back, but it's a fall for Roswell. So your winner, Jerry Romero, Roswell, high in the 126-pound weight division. So what this is the District 4-5A tournament. The winners here in this round will advance to the finals, which will proceed after this round right here. Should be a quick round. Some holes from some of the different schools. Not everybody having 3 wrestlers to represent, so if they do, they'll be in this round here for the schools that have 3. So in this next weight class, we got Carlsbad and Roswell. Got your high crotch, a high C, turn of the corner. Roswell got on their hips. It's a 2-point takedown for Carlsbad. In the riding position, tight waist. Trying to work for a fall here. Trying to hit him with a near side breakdown tilt. Just got some arm control there now. So another tilt attempt. No back points there. 2-0 Carlsbad so far with the takedown. Carlsbad still in control. Still trying to hit that tight waist, near side tight waist. Working that elbow, trying to control. Roswell with the stand up, 1-point escape. Brings the score 2-1. So you got Carlsbad leading the match 2, Roswell 1. Back in the neutral position, hand fighting. So with a shot, low single, turns the corner, but gets caught in the neck wrench. Ref was pretty quick to call his near fall points. Called him off though, as Roswell never demonstrated control there. Carlsbad did a good job with the scramble. Rolls out, ends up getting the 2-point. Oh no, I'm sorry. He did end up giving Roswell a 2-point takedown, did he? No, he did not. So your score is 4-1. A second takedown by Carlsbad. I saw the official put up 3. I don't know if the table is just not responding. 4 seconds left in the first period. Short time. So right now they've got the score 4-1. So Roswell's choice. Roswell defers. It's going to be Carlsbad's choice now. Carlsbad looking at their coaches for what position they want to choose in the second period, and they choose neutral. Both wrestlers will be on their feet. So it is 4-1. 2 takedowns by Carlsbad. 1-point escape for Roswell in the first period. So a double leg by Carlsbad. Roswell with the sprawl, got his hips out. He's got the wrench in again, trying to work that We call that a Santa Teresa, but Carlsbad does a good job on the counter with a head and arm, puts him to his back. He's going to get a 2-point takedown. He's collecting some near fall. He's got a 3-point near fall, working for the fall. He's got that up tight, and that's a fall for Carlsbad. So in wrestling, it's sometimes you think it's 3 count. It's just a 2 count. Both back shoulders on the mat, 2 count. 1001, 1002 is a fall. So Carlsbad victorious with that with a fall. So your next match, you got Carlsbad and Hobbs. So you got Xander Lawton from Carlsbad and Alex Meyer from Hobbs. Okay. So we're in the neutral position. Got a collar tie, a little separation there. Back into the collar tie. Both wrestlers just feeling each other out, trying to work a setup. Both in open stance now, back to the collar tie, little hand fighting. So Carlsbad attempted a duck under there. Hobbs counters with the head and arm. They're going to get the 2-point takedown, working on his near falls. Secured a 3-point near fall, working on a fall. He locks up the head and arm now. He's got it tight. He's looking to put that back on the mat for a count, 2 count, and it's a fall. So Hobbs with that fall, Alex Meyer with a fall. So there's no team points in this format. Basically what this is an individual. They're qualifying for the state wrestling tournament. Your next round will identify your district champion in the next round, and then that's an automatic bid or automatic qualify for the state wrestling tournament. Like I said, this first round go quick. We have a couple teams that I think maybe Roswell's not full. So if you only got 2 kids in the weight class, that's an automatic bye to the finals, and then they'll wrestle. That'll identify your district champion, which again is an automatic qualifier for state. So we got Roswell and Hobbs in this next match. So this is a 170s. You got Anson Smith of Hobbs, and then from Roswell you got Gustavo Areola. So you got a half shot by Roswell on there. Back to the tie, hand fighting, looking for some wrist control. So you got a little pass by, a little shuck by Hobbs, trying to set something up. Roswell on that counter. Some continued hand fighting here. Roswell with some wrist control. So with that control, that opens up your setup for your shot. So he's looking for a double leg, countered by Hobbs. Didn't quite have the opening, didn't have the space to penetrate to get in there with that double leg. So Hobbs with the single leg intent. Again, Roswell in a good position. Roswell with the hands up, blocking that shot. So now he's in. Roswell's in with the double leg. Good job lifting. Good job getting some arching that back, taking to the mat for a 2-point takedown of Roswell, who's now goes straight into working on that tight waist, working on that near side tight waist, looking to get some riding on him and working for a fall. Good job following the hips, keeping him in the mat. Good. Now he's going to lose him. So there you go, Hobbs with a sit out, got him some space, got back up to his feet. We're back in neutral, so that brings the score 2-1 in the first period. So you got Roswell with a snap on the head, looking for a shot attempt there. Touch and go is what we call it. So there he goes. He's circling, looking for some space. Had a single leg. Hobbs countering that, caught his head, caught him with his head down. So now he's got an underhook. Hobbs with an underhook, so that's a good control. But then Roswell battles back that hand position, gets elbow control out of that. So some hand fighting here, some action. These guys are trying to set some up. So that's going to end the first period, 2-1. Roswell in the lead. So it's Roswell's choice. Roswell's going to go ahead and take their choice. He's going to go down. So Roswell's going to be looking to get away here. Second period, action starting. So you got stand up by Roswell. Hand control, great stand up. Trying to get his hips out, couldn't get him out. Got to the edge of the mat. Hobbs did a good job staying on him, keeping the fight going. Didn't let go of that control. Did a good job on the edge of the mat, lifting him up. So good stand up by Roswell, but Hobbs countered that. Maintains position on top. Another stand up by Roswell. Still can't get away. You got Hobbs locked down on that bear hug. On the elbow now, actually. He lets him go. So now Roswell escape, puts it at a 2-2. No, actually, it's going to be 3-1 now. 3-1. Roswell so far with the only takedown and escape. Back in the neutral position, back to hand fighting. Just trying to catch the other guy out of position for a leg attack. Roswell working some touch and goes, some fake shots, lowering those levels, trying to see if he can get in there. Hobbs doing a good job countering that, staying in position, not giving him that opening. So now Hobbs got a shot, but he got caught. He got caught in the underhook. You're not going to be able to finish those shots if you can't clear those arms. If you can't keep it there, Roswell with another shot. If you can't clear that head, you can't clear those arms, you can't get into those legs. And so both are just kind of trying to, still figure each other out, trying to find that opening. So touch and go by Roswell, a little too far out on that shot, too much space. Gave Hobbs a chance to react to that, get his hips back, sprawl, block with the hands. And he's got to clear that arm off his shoulders if he's going to try to get in those legs. Hobbs needs to do that. So we got 20 seconds left in the second period. Both guys trying to work a takedown in the second period. There's equal action. I mean, I don't think one wrestler in particular is not shooting. There's Roswell with another shot. Just doesn't have the opening now. Hobbs with the shot, but he actually gets on and moves from a double to a single, trying to get the leg off the mat, runs out of time. So 3-1 still, ran out of time. So that's going to be Hobbs' choice. And Hobbs is going down, which that's the call. You're behind 3-1, you need to go down. You need to get away, you need to get a takedown, you need to tie it. So we have an injury time. Not sure what the injury is, but each wrestler gets 2 minutes of injury time. They're on the clock. If you cannot resume wrestling back within 2 minutes, it's a blood time is what it is. And that's a 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes to clear the blood, wipe it off. They got it. Get the mask back on, strap the headgear back on, and you're ready to go. So, like I was talking about earlier, it was Hobbs' choice, beginning of the third period here. Hobbs is looking to get away. If he can get to his feet, get away, that's one. And if he get a takedown, that puts him in a 4-3 lead. So that's what Hobbs is looking to do. He's looking to get away. Let's see what his first move is off the whistle. He went from a stand-up to a switch. Roswell, great job following the hips. Now, great inside turn by Hobbs. He got his one, so you got a 3-2 score. So, minute and 44 seconds left in the third. Hobbs is down by a point. He's got to be putting the pressure on. He needs to get a takedown if he's going to get back into this match. Roswell's definitely not in a hurry. He's got the lead. No, he's going to shoot, but he's just not. He's just reaching. He's got to get in there. He's got to penetrate. He's got to set that thing up. Hobbs pulling off his mask. That's going to be a stoppage. I don't know if that's going to be some type of penalty point. Yeah, it's a technical violation. So you can't just rip your mask off. The objective is it comes off on its own in the heat of the wrestling. That's different. But when you pull your headgear off, you strap your headgear, and you pull your face mask off, you're going to get a technical violation for that. And so that's what it was. So that puts him down by 2 now. He's down 4-2 with a minute and 20 seconds left. This is the last period, his third period. He's got a minute and 15 to see if he can't tie this thing up with a takedown. Takedown ties it up. So Roswell with the shot again. He's just reaching. He's not trying to clear anything. Not trying to change levels and get in there in those legs and penetrate. He's just reaching. But, you know, he's still wrestling, though. So working on some snaps there, trying to get him up. Oh, so a great shot by Hobbs, but he just didn't finish it. He just didn't get the penetration he needs. So Roswell with a re-shot. Again, not changing those levels. He's up high. Strongest part of a wrestler is the hips. You grab those hips, it's hard to finish. And so Hobbs with his head down on a shot. Roswell just seizes that moment, keeps his head down as he shoots, and now they're in a sprawl position. Roswell trying to turn the corner. Hobbs has some battle left in him. Hobbs does. He got back to his feet. 28 seconds left. Hobbs down 4-2. Hobbs is looking for this takedown here. Takedown ties it. Running out of time. 20 seconds. So singles leg attempt. He's just working the top. Hobbs attacking. He's definitely the aggressor here. Now he got a shot. A little too far out. Roswell, good job moving his leg back on that shot. Reacted well. So you're going to get a win from Roswell here. 4-2. Your winner here is Gustavo Areola, Roswell High School. So again, you got in this weight, you got Hobbs versus Roswell. You got, I think this is gonna be your 220s. Cutter Finka, Hobbs, and Moses Rodriguez. Nope, take that back. The Roswell kid is Zach Buckmeister, or Buckmister, sorry. So we're in the neutral position. Just got some hand fighting here. The big guys, you got the big dogs out there. Not a whole lot of action, just a lot of pushing and pulling. Working the head, working the top of the body here. Still working some top position, neutral position here. Hobbs looking for some hand control. You get a shot from Roswell. Hobbs with a good reaction on the sprawl, snaps the head down, but can't take advantage of that position. Roswell backdoors out, gets back to his feet. So we got 20 seconds left in the first period with your 220-pound weight class. Still working it in the mat in the middle here, trying to get a takedown. Someone's trying to find a way in there to get a takedown. We're going to end the first period on a 0-0. Not until Roswell has one shot, like right at the end. Just ran out of time. You got to do that sooner. So it's Roswell's choice. So let's see what Roswell's going to choose. So Roswell deferred. Hobbs takes down. So you still got a 0-0 to match here. Hobbs looking for the escape here. Roswell breaks him down, gets him on his belly, working that wrist control. Roswell looking for ankle control on the top. Hobbs trying to get hand control, looking for the escape, looking to come up. He gets up to a leg. He's back to his feet. He's working hand control. He's trying to escape. Roswell bringing it back down to the mat. But Roswell, what he did is he sat on his butt, got out of position. That's bad position for him, and that just gives Hobbs a chance to counter that. He's get the 2-point reversal, but he caught that arm in the half. He's got the arm trapped. When that arm's trapped like that, that's a tough position to get out of. You lose a lot of leverage on the bottom, but you got to limp arm that arm out, and that's what he did. Roswell did a good job. So you got control on top from Hobbs in the riding position. No changes. So Hobbs missed that opportunity for the near fall points. Not that he didn't try. He gave it a great effort. Like I said, he had that arm trapped, had the reversal. So he's back on top riding. He's got putting a leg in, sitting on ankles. Switch from Roswell there, but great re-switch from Hobbs. Following the hips. And he caught the half. He caught the arm just like he did before, and he got a fall. Hurt his shoulder a little bit on that. You know, sometimes when you catch an arm like that, it catches you off guard, and your arm's out. It's extended, and it's straight, and you know, when they hook your arm like that, there's a lot of pressure that goes in that shoulder because you're trying not to go to your back. You're trying to face away from that, and it just puts all that torque on that shoulder, and that's tough. I mean, shoulders are a vulnerable body part for wrestlers, and that's what you're seeing here. Hopefully he'll be okay. Hopefully he just got a stinger in it. Shake that off. Hobbs with the fall. So we have a little time. I'd like to say hello to my wife, Donna. Donna John's out there, and my daughter, Kennedy. Two big wrestling fans. So moving up, this is your 220 weight pound. I'm sorry, your winner from that Hobbs match was 195. That was going to be Renee Pages. So now we're 220, and so now you got Cutter Finka Hobbs, and you got Merced Rubio Carlsbad in the 220 pound weight class. So here we are in the neutral position. You got a collar tie. So you had a pass by from Hobbs with a shot, trying to set up that low ankle shot. Carlsbad counter. Carlsbad under the body, under the chest of Hobbs. Merced trying to get a leg, gets in on the single. Hobbs putting some weight on, getting the hips out. We call those heavy hips. When you can get your hips back like that, you get your legs clear from arms, so you got a 2-point takedown from Hobbs. Turns the corner, gets 2 points on Merced. So first takedown to Hobbs. Cutter Fink. So Merced this time from Carlsbad on his belly. He needs to work up to a referee's position. He needs to get some space between his hips and the mat and get up, get back to referee's position. Try to get to the elbows and knees, get underneath, but which isn't easy to do when you got a kid on you giving all that pressure. Now a nice crossface. He's trying to work the crossface cradle. He's going across the face, trying to come over to that far arm, and then the other arm's trying to get in there on a leg. And you just want to try to squeeze them together. Fold them like a tent, pull the knee to the head, and lock your hands for a cradle. But Merced doing a good job battling that. He's not letting him have it. Actually, Fink is going to move to something else. So there you go. You got Merced basing up. He got to a base, and then a great job of putting a leg in with a spin to catch him with that cross face. You know, Hobbs scoring some back points here for sure. I guess they were out of balance. Didn't give it to him. He definitely had Merced on his back. That Carlsbad is definitely on his back. We'll stay in referee's position. So that means that we're in a 2-0 score. Hobbs back on top with 8 seconds. So Hobbs put a leg in, trying to keep that control in referee's position. So he was working a Turk at the end. That was my favorite move in high school. Put a leg in, work that cross face, work that Turk. So Red's choice, Carlsbad's choice. Second period, he's going to choose neutral. We're in the neutral position. Second period. So Hobbs back in on the collar tie, but Hobbs now working a underhook. Doing a good job of that underhook and snapping, trying to get Carlsbad out of position. Carlsbad fought that underhook, got it out. So you got a head snap from Carlsbad. Back into the collar tie. Carlsbad trying to drop onto the hips, trying to attempt a shot, but then you got a duck under from Hobbs from an underhook. That's a high skill move. So he caught him in a bad position, Carlsbad. He was working that far ankle Turk. You know, you leverage him over. You throw the hips, and you just try to catch them with your arm and with the cross face and hold them on their back. Referee saw that as potentially dangerous, so at that time he blew a whistle and stopped it. But you know, Hobbs the aggressor. Hobbs working for back points, not content with just riding it out. He wants to put him on his back. So we're back in referee's position. Carlsbad with a great stand up on the whistle, but Hobbs caught him and dropped the level, and now he's got him on his back. He dropped to the feet, so he's caught Carlsbad on his back, readjusting his position on top. He's got a deep half, and he's got the fall on Carlsbad. So your winner is Hobbs in the 220-pound weight class. I don't know what that sound is. Sounds like machine gun fire. It's just a stereo, guys. It's just static, loud static. So let's see if we have any heavyweights. That's your 285 and below. Your last weight class. I don't. Okay, so we don't. So like I said, that first round was going to be quick because, like I said, some teams don't have. We have 3 schools here. We have Roswell, Hobbs, and Carlsbad. So what happens is in 285, Carlsbad might have a wrestler and Hobbs might have a wrestler, but the other team might. So they just advance to the finals. So what I'm hearing now from the head coach, Boggs of Roswell, that they're going to start the finals. And so here's what's important about this round. Starting at 106 pounds. Whoever gets their hand raised here goes to the state wrestling tournament Albuquerque, which is an honor. You go and you wrestle at the Rio Rancho Civic Center or Santa Ana Star Center. Place is packed. I don't know if it'll be packed this year because of COVID. I'm sure they're going to have some regulations, but it's tough to get there this year because in the past they would take at least 16. They're taking 8 now, so you got to scrap. They take the district champion. There's 5 districts. They take the district champion from each as an automatic bid, okay, and then you got 3 at-larges, and those will be your second placers, that have some criteria. Potentially were state placers, but let's go to 106. You've got from Carlsbad, you got Marcus Nahara. And from Hobbs, you've got Manny Slate. Okay, so you got double underhooks from Carlsbad. He lifts, he ducks, he goes under, he gets 2-point takedown. He's on top. A lot of pressure. He's going to release him. He's going to work on his feet. He does a good job of that back on his feet. Nice double leg, college finish, back on the hips, pressure on the head. He's just going to work him in the neutral position. I think he's releasing him. So he's going to give up 1 point every time he lets him up, but it's a 2-to-1 advantage. So he's going to come up 4-2 now. So that escape makes it a 4-2 match. They're back on their feet. They're at the boundary of the circle. And so step out of bounds. That's going to put them back to the middle of the mat. So back in the neutral position. Carlsbad hand fighting, pressuring in. Oh, nice duck again from Carlsbad. Up on high on the hips. Good control, good pressure, drive him out of bounds. Let's see if he puts him back on his feet. Let's see if he cuts him. It's called a cut when you get the takedown, you control him on the bottom, you release him. Like I said, it's a 2-to-1 swing each time. But you know, if you feel like that's your best weapon is on your feet, you're going to get 2 to his 1 each time, and eventually you'll get a tech fall is 15 points when you have a 15-point lead. But no, he didn't cut him. He's going to ride him. He's going to stay on top. He's putting a leg in. He's working that Turk. Elbow in the head, pressure on the head. He's working for the Turk. Hipping into him. That's a lot of pressure for the bottom guy. I mean, that is enormous pressure with that leg in and hipping in and the chest up high. So he went for the power half. Caught him in the power half. Goes to a single half. Leverage on him. Keep the leg in. You're going to keep the leg in. He's back to an arm bar. Slides the arm bar in. But he did get his 3-point near fall. Now you got to run that arm bar around the head. You're just a big circle. You're just going to go around. But you look away on the bottom. And Hobbs looked away, and he stopped that arm bar from being finished. So he's got the wrist control here. Lots of pressure. So this is called a 3/4. Caught him. It's a stack. You keep a leg in hooked. You stack him from the head. He got a 2-point near fall on that stack. So you're at a 11-1 score. I think it should be 11-2 because I know he cut him twice. But, Carlsbad, Nahara is demonstrating a lot of control on top. So at the end of the first period, scoreboard showing 9-1. So you got green choice, you got Hobbs choice. So I think we got a mask issue. So like I said, if you can't control an issue with your mask, you're not going to be penalized. But if you pull the mask off or you try to do something to the integrity of the mask, you're going to get a technical foul. But this time Hobbs, just the mask ripped, and so Hobbs is prepared. And another mask in the corner, just going to put it right back on, and they're going to resume wrestling in the second period. Back in the neutral position. So you got some hand fighting, you got some head snaps. So Carlsbad working wrist control. Hobbs doing a good job countering that. So great duck attempt by Carlsbad. Great level change, fast. He is fast. Okay, so what he caught him there was an ankle pick. Great ankle pick. Head down, catch him behind the calf. Finish that 2 points. So now he's working the arm bar. He did a good job of controlling that arm, and just a far arm bar. Drove him over with that arm bar. He's got the reverse half in deep, trying to put those shoulder blades on the mat, and that's what he does. He gets a fall for Carlsbad. So your first state qualifier from Carlsbad, Marcus Nahara. He'll be going to Rio Rancho, wrestling in the Santa Ana Star Center in the 106-pound weight class. So, here we go, 113. From Carlsbad, you got Aiden Rodriguez. And then from Hobbs, you got Jordan Palacios. Neutral position. Collar ties. So Carlsbad attempted fireman's carry to a single leg off the mat, straight to his back, but didn't hold him, didn't control him. I mean, it's going to be good for a 2-point takedown. Now he's going to tilt him. Got a hip tilt in there. He's going to score at least. Okay, he's going to get the 3-point near fall. I see it on the referee's hand. He's got 3 points. Okay, now he's got to re-release that. Now he changes the move, and it's a half with far wrist control. He's running the half, circle the head, running the half. Hobbs doing a good job trying to maintain a base and spin with that half to take that torque off of it, but he caught him right on the boundary, right on the edge. If Carlsbad keeps that 1 foot in, he's going to get a fall if he can get those shoulder blades down. He's got Hobbs in a pickle. Hobbs' arm is trapped, and that's your fall. So your next state qualifier from Carlsbad, Aiden Rodriguez, going to Rio Rancho, representing District 4-5A in the 113-pound weight class. So your next weight class up is your 120s. You got Dallas Dunn from Carlsbad, and you got Jordan McClellan from Hobbs. So here's your 120s. Okay, here we go. Neutral position. Carlsbad with some level changes, some fake shots. He likes to, oh, there's a double off a fake. Caught him solid. Trying to score some back points off it, but Hobbs does a good job getting back to his base, getting his stomach to the mat. They go out of bounds. They're back to the center, so that's going to put Hobbs back in the referee's position. Carlsbad going to come on top. Tight waist from Carlsbad, trying to get him broken down to the mat, and he works the tilt off of it. We call that a cheap tilt, where you just catch him off guard and you get some quick back points. And he got 2 out of that. He didn't hold it for the 5 count. Caught him in a cradle, trying to hit that cradle. Oh, got him in the cradle. Rolled him over on the cradle, got him on the mat, back down, got the fall. So, in your 120-pound weight class, representing District 4-5, you got Dallas Dunn at Carlsbad. He's going to the state wrestling tournament, which that is just some tough wrestling. I mean, up north, you have just the Rio Rancho area, Albuquerque schools, even Piedra Vista, Farmington area. You've got some just talented wrestlers. In South we hold our own. Fabian Padilla from Carlsbad just recently competed in the Junior Collegiate National Championships. Placed 5th All-American from Carlsbad, New Mexico. Little town of Carlsbad. Okay, so 126. We got Jerry Romero of Roswell. And from Carlsbad, you got Logan Romero. 126. Pass by to a single leg. Got the leg, turned the corner. Great job, showing control. 2 points Carlsbad coming back with the cross face. Looking, I think he's trying to do a near far cradle. No, he's just looking, we're going to tight waist off that. Trying to break him down. He breaks him down. Roswell fighting back to a base. Carlsbad following the hips, doing a good job there. Got a lot of fight in Roswell. He doesn't want to go. Nah, he caught him in the cradle, cross-face cradle. Okay, got to keep those hands locked though. Got to keep those. Once those hands come apart, it's over. So he was just trying to bump him. You go across his back to the other side, try to bump him over. If you keep the hands locked, they'll go to their back. But Roswell's still going to be down. And you're still looking at a 2-0 lead for Carlsbad. First period, minute and 21 left. Referee's position on the whistle. No first move from Roswell. Carlsbad working the breakdown. He's going to work those cradles all day. Okay, so he just caught him in a far arm. He's getting back points off that. And Roswell's fighting that. He's going to hit him with the cradle again. So Carlsbad's just going to drop back, take it back. He kept his hands locked that time. And he's got him in a pickle. And that's a fall for Carlsbad. Carlsbad with another win, outstanding win. You got from Carlsbad in the 126-pound weight class, headed to the state wrestling tournament, Rio Rancho, Logan Romero. So your next weight class is your 132s. You got Luke Waters, Carlsbad, and you got Braden Strickland from Hobbs. So you're going to see Braden Strickland wearing a mask, and what that is he could have some type of nose injury or eye injury, and what that does is that keeps that injury protected. Those masks are legal in wrestling. Neutral position. Carlsbad and collar tie, trying to work his control. Trying to work his setup. So you got a shot from Hobbs. He's trying to get that front headlock control, okay? But if Carlsbad keeps the hands, he can't lock that front head control, and that does a job of preventing him from, but he caught him. He caught him with a pancake is what we call that. And a fall. Quick fall on that one. That is a 38-second fall. So from Hobbs in your 132-pound weight class, representing District 4-5A in the state wrestling tournament, you got Braden Strickland. I always thought those masks make you look scary. You know, they came out, or when the Friday the 13th movies came out and Jason wore that mask, you know, you had to go wrestle a guy with the mask. Got to get to you psychologically, but here we go. We're in 138 now. And from Carlsbad, you got Matthew Nahara. And from Hobbs, you got Kendall Herbst. Matthew Nahara, state placer. He's been to the state wrestling tournament. He's had some success there. High skill kid here. He's working the underhook. Had the Russian to snap. He got his 2-point takedown. Hobbs rolls out for an escape. It makes it 2-1. That's a high-tech move. He went to the Russian to snap, to a pass by. That's high caliber. So Carlsbad stepping forward with the collar tie, putting the pressure on. Open right now, looking for a setup, looking for an opening, looking for an angle. That's what you're looking for in wrestling. You're looking for angles. You're looking for an opening. You're looking for exposure. You know, you got to get past their head and hands to get to penetrate that leg. So he went to a front headlock, had his head down. You don't want your head down in wrestling. When they get your head down, that front headlock causes problems because the top guy's in control with the front headlock. And they shuck you by, they snap you down. But Hobbs a great job fighting out of that front headlock. So we're back in neutral. Back in an open stance here. You got some touches in there. Back to a collar tie. Who's going to make the mistake? Who's going to get out of position? Who's going to create that opening? So you got a single leg from Hobbs. Back to a collar tie. Back to duck attempt. Okay, you got your front headlock on with the spin by, just like we were talking about. You get your head down. Top guy controls your head. It creates problems for you. You can snap their head down. You can spin them by. You can do these things. And so you got a leg now in by Carlsbad, and he's working a power half and the pressure for that. Okay, so now he's got the figure four in. He's got the scissors in on the legs, working the half. A lot of pressure there. That's where your shoulder, we were talking about earlier, your shoulder takes a lot of torque. He's getting his back points. He's got 3 back points, and he's got a fall. So Matthew Nahara, 138 from Carlsbad, is going to be your state representative from District 4-5A. He's headed to Rio Rancho. See if he can't improve on that state placement. He's a contender. He can win it all. He's got the skills. He's got the tools. Okay, so we're moving to 145s. From Carlsbad, you got Arturo Estrada, and from Hobbs, you got Cameron Hernandez. Collar ties. Carlsbad working collar tie. Hobbs working collar tie. Feel each other out. So Carlsbad trying to go to a front headlock or a head and arm and slipped on that. And Hobbs did a good job pulling his head out, not letting him have it. Just came out the back door on him and just took him to the mat for 2-point takedown. So now if you look at his leg, he's got that ankle hooked. And it's hard to get back up once they hook your ankle, but you got to clear that ankle, and Carlsbad did that. He's going to a short sit, but counter from Hobbs. Now he's back to his feet. Carlsbad out of balance. There's no change in position. Carlsbad still goes down. He's down 2-0. Okay, got escape. 2-1. Carlsbad on his feet. Back in the neutral position. Okay, you got a shot attempt from Carlsbad, but then he went to a head and arm from that shot. Put him on his back. That's a 5-point move. 2 takedown, 3 near fall. Now you're working for the fall. You don't let that arm go. You got to keep that arm or it becomes illegal. He's trying to bridge and get up, and he did bridge, and he got off his back. And by getting off his back, he's going to get a 2-point reversal. Carlsbad doing a great job back to his feet. Hobbs trying to catch him he's got that ankle trapped again. Carlsbad, what he's got to do is clear that ankle. He's working on it. He cleared it. He sat out. He stood up. Hand control, battling. Is he going to get one? No. Oh, but you know what? So Hobbs got a stall call. And what that means is Hobbs was not trying to improve his position. He was not trying to finish a move, to start a move. So Carlsbad. So that's the end of the first. So where that stall comes into play is if he gets another one, Carlsbad gets 1 point. So Hobbs has got to keep moving. He's got to keep wrestling. He's got to keep pressuring, or he's going to lose a point. So Carlsbad talking to his coach. Hobbs, I don't know what okay, so the official just had to correct the score. The score was wrong. So let's talk about the score. At this time, Hobbs 6, Carlsbad 4, start of the second period. Hobbs defers. No, Hobbs choice. Hobbs chooses down. So Carlsbad's going to go on top. So Carlsbad's going to dispute the score. And Pratt's been doing, Coach Mark Pratt from Carlsbad's been doing this a long time. And I guess they're going to leave it alone. 4-6 still. Okay, here we go. Referee's position. Carlsbad working the tight waist. Hobbs to his feet. Got to his feet, trying to find that hand control to get out. Carlsbad trying to return him to the mat. Got to return him to the mat. Hobbs battling for that hand control. He's just trying to get away. He's got the hands. He's trying to. You got to have 4 fingers. You got to pull those hands away. You got to turn in, and you got 1. So that gives Hobbs another point. Actually, it's Carlsbad that was up. I'm sorry. They were up 6-4. So that escape for Hobbs makes it 6-5. That score was all over the place, but we got it now. So you got a shot attempt from Carlsbad. High crotch to fireman's carry. Hobbs sprawling, trying to extend. Get the hips back. Now he's trying to spin behind him. Hard wrestling, very hard, a lot of action. Then Hobbs dropped to that ankle. And they're not knowing, everybody's trying to battle for 2, and there it is. No? Yeah, he gave him 2 finally. But Carlsbad's going to keep going. He's got something to say about it. Hobbs is just too high. He's reaching for the head. He's trying to get head control. Keep that arm. Boom, right to his back. Nope, Hobbs did a great job of spinning out, going to his belly. He's got to finish it. Now he's got his 2 because he spun behind him, but Hobbs right back to his feet. These guys are wrestling hard. So he's going to give him his 1, but his mask came off. So he's got to correct the mask. So at the time, Carlsbad is up 8. The score, there's a lot of scoring going on. They're showing 8-8. They're showing a tie match with 28 seconds left in the second period. They're going to both be in neutral. They've expended a lot of energy. They're tired. But Hobbs dropped in on a leg. He had it locked. He's trying to turn the corner. Carlsbad trying to wizard. He needs to keep that wizard, but Hobbs drove into him. And now Carlsbad had something left. Caught him on his back. So Carlsbad's, there's going to be a 2 takedown for Hobbs, a 2-point reversal for Carlsbad. And did they give some back points? No, didn't have the control. So, score now, 13 Carlsbad, 10 Hobbs. Last period here, Carlsbad working for the reversal. Got it. 2-point reversal. Great far ankle control. He's got to get his hips up, though, and his head. And that's just caught him with his head down. Carlsbad's got to keep his hips up. He's got to pull his head out, keep spinning away from him. Nope. He's in trouble. Belly down, Carlsbad. And now that control is there from Hobbs. Hobbs has got the head and arm locked. 2-point reversal, 3-point near fall. Working for the fall. 1 minute and 12 seconds left in the third period. He's got to get the fall because he's down still by 2 points. It's 15-13. Those points aren't up there, but he's down by 2. If Carlsbad can get out of bounds, they'll restart. If they stay in this position for the next 55 seconds of the match, Hobbs will not win. Carlsbad will win because, he got the fall. He worked for the fall. He got the fall. So your winner is Cameron Hernandez from Hobbs, going to the state wrestling tournament in Rio Rancho. It was a great match. Lots of energy, lots of fight. Someone had to have an empty tank, when you go that hard. Both those kids really wanted to win. Well, that's what makes a great wrestling match right there, when you get two kids that really want it. Both fought hard. So, 152s. Got Alex Meyer, Hobbs. And you got Kelvin Alcorn. Alcorn from Roswell. Single leg attempt by Roswell. Out of bounds. Restart. So you got a stalling call. That's on Hobbs. Backing up. You gotta wrestle into him. If you keep backing up, you're not trying to present yourself or initiate a move, you're gonna get stalling. So that, like I said earlier, that stalling call will come into play if he gets another one. That'll give Roswell a point. Drive him out of bounds. He gave it to him. So look at this. What that's going to do, that's going to give Roswell a point. Roswell's going to be up 1-0. What the referee's saying is that you got to stay in the middle. You got to stay in the circle out. You just can't. You can't go back. You can't go backwards. You got to work into your opponent. That line's out of bounds. If Roswell keeps driving him back, he's going to keep going stalling. He wants to see some fight back on Hobbs' end. So you got a shot, double leg shot from Hobbs. Heads down. Roswell reshot on that to a double leg. Just a lot of all over the place, but he gave him 2. Roswell got 2. Scramble, what is what you call it, where everybody's everywhere. But to a tilt from Roswell. He's scoring back points. He's got his 3 back points. So now what he needs to do, he needed to work it up, keep him on his back, but he lost that control. And Hobbs bellies down, bases out, gets off his back. But after Roswell scores 2 back points. So you got another spin and tilt there. Catching the crotch, keeping the arm, but he gave him 2. He held him enough to get 2 out of it. So it was Red's choice, defers back to Hobbs. Hobbs chooses neutral, second period. Roswell 7, Hobbs 1, second period. So Roswell's still the aggressor here, driving Hobbs out of bounds. They're going to stay in the neutral position. single leg attempt from Roswell. Both wrestlers still just filling each other out. Back to a collar tie. Snap attempt from Hobbs, trying to snap Roswell down. So you got a post to a single from Roswell, misses the leg. Minute left in the second period, minute and 7 actually. Roswell back to the collar tie. Snap to see. He's trying to work that snap to single, but then he low single off the knees. Can't figure for the head. That's a penalty point. So Roswell's going to get 1 point here because I figured when Roswell's underneath and Hobbs wrapped his leg around his head, that's illegal. I mean, you can wrap, but you can't figure for it. But you got a double leg from Roswell. Caught Hobbs in bad position. Roswell with the pressure, trying to work it. Right now he's got the wrist control. He likes these tilts. He's a tilter. He's a good tilter. He's got some tilting in him. But again, Hobbs just belly down here. He's got to work or he's going to get hit with another stalling. You just can't camp out is what we call it. Can't just down that belly. So he's working for the 3/4 stack and he caught him. I don't know I think he might have thought he was out of bounds there. So that's what it was. Caught him out of bounds. Need to do that inside that big old giant circle there. Once you get out, they're going to call it. So Hobbs still stays down in the referee's position. Roswell on top. Stand up Roswell. Break down, breaks him back down. So he's looking for the half. It's basically, we call that a tilt with a half in. You just pull him back, keep that half deep as you can. Tilt him back, keep a leg in. You're going to get 2 points. You got 2 points. So end of the second period, you got Roswell 13, Hobbs 1. Roswell's choice. Roswell chooses neutral. Both back up on their feet for the last period of the match. Back to a collar tie. He's caught him with that every time. He does the snap to the single, drops to his knees when he misses it. Hobbs charges back in. Roswell stays low in that low single position and catches his legs, and he caught him. He got a 2-point takedown off of that. It's worked for him a couple times. Now he's stacking them is what we call it. You're going to pressure on the head and see how you keep that leg. Roswell has his leg hooked. You drive the head down, keep the leg hooked, you stack them up. See, and so what's critical, how you prevent that, is you got to keep your head up. When you get your head down, a wrestler that's been trained properly is going to drive that head even further into the mat and put the top or the lower half of your body over your head. So this is a tech fall, which means that Roswell won by 15 points. They stopped the match after 15-point spread. So representing Roswell is going to be Kevin Alicorn, going to the state wrestling tournament in Rio Rancho. So 160 is your next weight class. So you got Caden Graham of Roswell, and you got Caleb Hedrick of Hobbs. Single leg Hobbs off the mat. Far knee tap. Bring it to the mat. That was a great finish. Legs in. Ankle control from Hobbs. Trying to break him flat. So you got a leg in from Hobbs. He's trying to cross by your right, but leg falls out. There's pressure on top. Got the wrist control, trying to keep in control on top. Trying to break him flat. trying to get him to his stomach. Now he's going to go for the far ankle. Roswell battling, and Hobbs catches him in a cradle. And he's just going to rock it back. If he can keep his hands locked, now he's going to roll across his own back. But he let go of the hand lock. So he got caught on his back. Roswell did a great job of breaking the locking hands. And so it just turned into a scramble. Roswell had him on his back for a second. So in the end, after all that energy, Roswell's just going to get out and get one. So, so basically once you lock that cradle up, you got to keep those hands locked, and especially if you're going to roll across your own back. If you lose that locked hands, they can break that position and catch you. And so that's exactly what Roswell did, broke the lock. But Hobbs did a good job fighting off his back. And the scramble just led to Roswell getting away. So we're back on our feet, 2-1. So short time. And that's going to end the period. So Hobbs is going to choose down. 2-1 score. Hobbs is up 2-1. Tight waist Roswell trying to flatten Hobbs out. Roswell with the leg in. Now he's going to go double leg ride. That's when you got both legs in. You're in the saddle is what we call it. You're on top, and he's going to sink that half. So enormous amount of pressure. You pressure in. Just can't get too high, or you'll go over the top of the head. It's a tripod what Hobbs is trying to do. But if you sink that half like Roswell's doing, it's hard to keep that tripod position. He did a good job breaking it back down, and he's back to that half. And he's back in the saddle is what we call it. Both legs are in. But you got to keep those hips up. If those hips start to sag, they get too high, they'll shake you off underneath, just like a Bronco. But you keep those legs in, keep those hips up, work that power half, keep pressure on the head, keep pushing the head down. Your goal is to try to get him flat on the belly. So he's back to wrist control in the saddle, both legs in. Trying to go to the half, caught the half. Is in the process of running the half with wrist control, but Hobbs is fighting. You gotta keep spinning with that, and you gotta peel that arm off your head because you go from under your armpit. He's working it again. Say it goes under his armpit. If you just stay down there like that, that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna keep sinking those halves on you. And it's hard. It's a lot of pressure. Bottom man's the first thing he's got to do is clear those legs. He's got to get those legs out that are underneath his body because that's keeping him flat. It's called a base. He's got to get a base. He's got to shoot those knees back up underneath him, get a base. So you got short time. You got about 15 seconds left in the period. Riding the saddle. Okay, so this is going to be your last period. So Roswell's going to take the down position. Three, 2. Still a lot of wrestling left. So Roswell, referee's position, trying to work a stand-up. Hobbs working the cross-face cradle, trying to break him down. Hobbs sinking a leg. He's got a leg in now. One leg. Roswell to a tripod to his feet. He's up. Hobbs stayed in there, stayed hard. Got him back down to the mat. Working the half now. And just a good counter by Roswell. Try to wizard or pop that half, catch his hips down. Almost worked. And you just step over that after you basically just you trap his arm and you pull it down, you yank it, it's a step over. But Hobbs Stayed, kept his hips up, didn't let the step over finish. So you got Roswell with a short sit, but Hobbs catches him in the cow catcher. Cement mixer, doesn't work. Roswell battled out, back to their feet. So Hobbs is down 4-2. It's a 4-2 match. Hobbs needs a takedown to tie it. There's 43 seconds left in the last period here. A lot of action. Final period here. They've both expended a lot of energy, not a whole lot in the tank. You got a shot from Hobbs. Just didn't penetrate, didn't get past that arms. The arms of Roswell. A lot of pressure from Hobbs, driving in, trying to set something up. Roswell driving back. Got the wrist control. Shucked a shot by Hobbs, didn't finish it, got caught with his head down. Roswell trying to turn the corner is what we call it. If he can just spin behind him, he finishes the takedown. But Hobbs stayed square. You got to stay face to face. So what that does is Roswell's going to win 4-2. Hobbs is not able to get that takedown they needed in the last period. So from Roswell, in the 160-pound division, Kane Graham is going to go to the state wrestling tournament. Represent District 4-5A in Rio Rancho. Okay, 170s. You got Tristan Rogers, state finalist. He's kick and wrestle. He made it to the finals, and we call it the show. He's wrestled from Roswell, Gustavo Areola. But yeah, Tristan Rogers has signed a college scholarship, and he's going to go wrestle. I'm sorry, I don't recall the name of the school, but he's going to wrestle at the college level. He's already signed. So right now he's working what's called a Russian to underhook, or cow catcher is what we call it. So that's some good technique by Tristan. He lost that control though. Roswell doing a great job battling back. Gustavo didn't seem like he's too worried that he was a state placer. Gustavo's going to go out there and wrestle. But Tristan putting the pressure on. Tristan initiating the pressure. Back to head control, collar tie. Now Tristan with the wrist control. He's trying to set up something next. See where he goes. He's keeping that arm extended. He was trying to snap him down, so he shucks him by to a single, misses a single. Roswell did a great counter there. Got that leg back out of the way, didn't let Tristan get a hold of it, and stayed square. So they're on the boundary here. They're on the edge of the mat. Let's see where this goes. Oh yeah, so Tristan ended up finishing that with a snap to a spin behind. So Tristan with the pressure, working the tight waist, looking for a tilt there. We call it a cheap tilt, breaks him flat. Got him flat, got him bellied out. Roswell working the short sit, trying to get a base. He gets a base. So Tristan again trying to work that tight waist tilt, trying to catch him. Call it a cheap tilt. Now he's going to go for a crotch tilt. Okay? And you got that locked up. You got the elbow in the back. You keep your hands locked. You're going to score some back points, and that's exactly what he did. He's going to get 2 at the end, and he did. So at the end of the first period, Carlsbad 4, Roswell 0. So Roswell choice. So Red's going to take down. Got the leg in, trying to work the far cradle. Ankle control. Power half, cross face. trying to run that arm bar or that elbow under. Looking for the breakdown now, starting to lose a little bit of control, but got it back. Roswell squared up on him, so Carlsbad's moving to the front headlock. Looking for the cement mixer cow catcher, but Roswell does a good job backing out, getting to his feet, gets a 1-point escape. So we're back in the neutral position, a 4-1 score. Carlsbad on top. 44 seconds left. Carlsbad looking for the takedown here. Roswell trying to get back into the match, looking for some wrist control too. He's got wrist control now. He's trying to initiate something here. Tristan pushing on him, trying to get an opening here. A lot of hand fighting, a lot of battling going on, and then there's your fireman's carry. Beautiful fireman's carry. Great penetration. Keep that elbow, score 5 off of it. You keep that elbow after that move, you're going to score 5. So he's getting the count right now, and he got his 5. Now he can move to the finishing it with a pin, and it's what he did. With 5 seconds left in the second period, got the fall. So Tristan Rogers headed back to the state wrestling tournament in Rio Rancho. Good. Yeah. So we're moving to the 182-pound class, right? You got Jacob Fuentes from Carlsbad, and you got Renee Pages from Hobbs. I'll take that back. Cutter Cruz from Hobbs. Jacob's a state placer. Jacob has some state wrestling experience. His dad was a heck of a wrestler too. So neutral position, hand fighting. Jacob looking for the pass by, trying to shuck him over. So you got the takedown with Jacob Fuentes. He's looking for the Turk, the leg in. Drop to the half, put the half in, run the half. He's got to keep his feet in balance. He's got to keep one foot inside that circle. Loses the half, but goes to the tilt. Trying to break that 90-degree plane. They're going to call him out. There's going to be no back point, so we're still in a 2-0 match. Hobbs down in the referee's position. So Cutter Cruz from Hobbs. Down position. Minute left in the first period. Wrist control. A lot of pressure from Jacob. Looking for the tilt. Get his hips under his hips. He hit it. He got the tilt. He's going to get at least 2 out of that. You got to hold for a 5 count. If you're going to get 3. Now he's running to the half. Looking for the half. Sinks the half on the other side. Catches his head down. Hobbs doing a good job. Keep your head up. You keep your head up if you're Hobbs. You peel that off. You pull that away. You get a base. He's back into a base. So now Cutter needs to come up to his feet. Jacob needs to keep the pressure on. He keeps the pressure on him. Keeps him down in the referee's position. Keeping his hips on his hips. Now he's looking for the tilt. He's got the wrist control. He's looking for the near side tilt. Use your own leg to elevate his legs. Get that. That turns them to their back. If you hook, your toe hooks on their leg and you try to tilt them to their back. But he went to the other side with the half and he caught him with the fall. So Jacob's going to go back to the state wrestling tournament with a fall in the second period. State placer. So he can hopefully improve upon his placement from last year. And I know these guys are just fortunate to know that we're having a state wrestling tournament. It seemed like this year that with COVID, wasn't going to happen, but somehow we're here. We're at the district tournament, and we're only a week away from state tournament. Format's changed up. It's a one-day event. Used to be a 2-day event. Okay, so let's move on to the next match. Next match, 95s, you got from Hobbs, Renee Pages, and from Roswell, you got Moses Rodriguez. Roswell with the snap single, trying to get that single off the mat. Hobbs pulls his leg out to a reshot, to a double, needed to change levels but no, he powers through, he changes to a single leg, and then Roswell catches him with the cross-face pancake. Just a scramble position, out of balance, no points. We're both back in the neutral position. So we're at the collar tie here. Okay, you got a fireman's carry from Hobbs. Good job keeping that elbow. Oh, but he just didn't hold his hips down. Roswell did a great job of rolling out to a head and arm. Did he catch him? Hobbs got a battle to pull that head out. Roswell pulling on the arm. He's in trouble. Roswell's in trouble. You keep that wrist and keep circling. You turn your half in. You seek your half. That's what you go right to their back. That was a great counter move by Hobbs. But Roswell got some fight in him. A bridge off his back. He almost got off, but he got caught back down. Hobbs trying to change up to a pin here, trying to move to a reverse half. Can't get the reverse half in. He's gonna have a hard time pinning him. Got to extend that far arm, and then you got to slip your arm under his head, elbow deep. Now he did it. Wore him down. But Roswell had some fight in him. He didn't want to go out that way, but in the end, from Hobbs, you got Cutter Fink. No, I'm sorry, Renee Pages. Renee Pages from Hobbs. So 220. Here's your matchup for 220 from Hobbs. Cutter Fink from Roswell. Zach Buckminster. Here we go. 220s. Ready to roll. The big dogs. So, some hand fighting. Getting after it here. Just trying to fill each other out. Kind of just who's going to make the first move. Roswell did a little fake shot there. Trying to get a reaction. Not much now. Roswell just driving in there, you know. Didn't lower his hips. But when you get kind of heavy like this, it's a little tougher to get underneath those hips because they got some weight on them, you know. Even though they're the same weight, you just those hips are hard. You know, when you get the bigger weight classes. These guys don't like to wrestle as what we call as low. They stay high. They upper body. They look for, you know, your head and arms. They look for your ties, your underhooks, your Russians. Hobbs got poked in the eye. So this will be an injury time. 2 minutes on the clock. He's got 2 minutes to recover. Unless the referee sees it as an intentional. But, yeah, so he's not going to – I don't think they're taking his injury time. That was just an official's timeout. Let them regroup back to the center of the mat. 48 seconds left in the first period. Still filling each other out. Trying to figure out who's going to go first, who wants to go under their hips. Cutter driving him out of bounds. Back to the center. I'll tell you one thing, too. It's got to be hard to wrestle in those masks. I can't even imagine. I mean, it's tough enough without a mask. But it's what we got to do. And then, guess what? Roswell makes the first shot attempt to go underneath. Gets caught. Now he's trying to get to his feet, back out, back the door. Hobbs trying to keep the head down, trying to spin behind and cut the corner, but Roswell's going to spin too. Roswell trying to get behind, stay square. They end up both staying square. They both scramble. They both stay face to face, and no one's going to get a point. So there's some good action right there with 5 seconds left in the first. But I was all initiated because Roswell made the first attempt at getting underneath his opponent. And it created that scoring opportunity, and it created that scramble. So we're going to go into the second period here. And you got yourself a 0-0 match. It's Hobbs' choice. Hobbs having some mask issues. I guess the band broke off his mask. So Hobbs is going to defer. And the choice is going to go back to Roswell. Roswell coach is going to put him up in the neutral position. I take that back. He's going to put him down. Give him a scoring opportunity. So Hobbs is going to try to break him down flat. Roswell's going to try to come up, move off the whistle, short sit, face, get out. Athletic, good hips, got him out and away from your opponent, create some space, and you come up, and you come back up to your feet, and that's what he did. So we're back in hand-fighting position, pushing on each other. You got 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the second period. That was a quick escape from Roswell. Gave him some time to try to work a takedown. Roswell up 1-0. So collar ties, head-to-head. Fake shot, Roswell. He's like, do I want to go back underneath there again? So he attempts an arm drag there, which is great. You know, Hobbs stayed square, but there he goes again. Roswell's now trying to work an arm drag. And that's a big man move. You don't have to go under. You can stay up top and high, and if you can catch him with that, it's tougher because, you know, it's a different position, different kind of scoring opportunity. So Roswell dropping to a knee, kind of inviting Hobbs to come forward. Hobbs was smart, didn't fall for it, stayed in good position, back in the collar tie. So we're going to have a fury of a match in the third period because it's a 1-0 match, and there's only 18 seconds left in the second period. So Hobbs is going to probably want to choose down because an escape ties it. And what that means, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to be in the neutral position. It's going to come down to a takedown. I take that back. Oh, my goodness. 4 seconds. Why did he cut him? Don't cut him. Don't cut him. He took him down with 4 seconds left, which caught me totally off guard. I mean, that was a great double leg. And then took him to the mat and let him go with just 4 seconds. Just hang on. You don't give him a point. But that's okay. So now Roswell's on top. Hobbs chooses down, 3-1. This is the last period, 2 minutes left. Hobbs needs to battle out. So if he battles out, gets to his feet, it's 3-2. Hobbs will still be down, but a takedown wins it. So there he goes. He's squared up. Tried to come out, but he didn't get it. Roswell's still fighting to maintain control in that top position. Put a lot of pressure on him. He's off his knees. He's driving into him. The more pressure comes when you get on those toes. I mean, if you're on your knees, you got weight on your knees. You're not as heavy. You get off those knees and get on those toes when you're on top, and you put every pound you have on top of him. But Hobbs squared up. Roswell slipped. So, but Hobbs is still going to get one out of this. And there's an injury time. He grabbing his ankle. I think it twisted on that square up. So we're going to be in a 3-2 match with 1 minute and 14 seconds left. Really, it's going to come down to takedown wins. Is what this is going to come down to with about a little over a minute left. Whoever gets the takedown is going to win this. So unless, Roswell just maintains the neutral position, there's no scoring. But these matches usually come down to a takedown. Hopefully Hobbs is okay and can resume this last minute 14 seconds of the third period. He's up to his feet. He's walking it off. So in his mind, he's down 3-2, and they're both on their feet. He's got it, and his coach. That's what his coach is telling him. His coach is telling him, "Listen, you got to get a takedown. If you want to go to state in Rio Rancho, you got to get a takedown. Here's a new mask. The mask you're putting on now is the mask that gets you a takedown. It's the takedown mask. So you strap it on." and you're in neutral position. They should be in neutral. And they are. Made me nervous for a second, but because I don't know if the referee knew he had it right, but he got it right. So here we go. Let's see who gets the takedown. Whoever can dig deeper. And Hobbs shoots. He knows he has to get the takedown. He took a chance. He got it under his hips. He's got to stay square. He goes to a single leg. He's to a double leg. He almost turned the corner, but now he's letting him spin behind him. He's got to keep that leg. He loses the leg. There's your takedown. Roswell with the takedown. 5-2. Hobbs still trying to get out. .20 seconds left. Roswell with the pressure. Driving the head down. 10 seconds. Hobbs with a short sit. Roswell follows the hips. Got the wrist control. He's got the pressure on him. And there you go. Your winner from Roswell. 5-2. Zach going to the state wrestling tournament in Rio Rancho. Got that third period takedown. So, in the big heavyweight division, we got Carter Johnson and Hobbs. And Jeff Irish from Roswell. So we got, I like Carter's energy, that's for sure. Okay, neutral position. Got some hand fighting. We're in a collar tie. Battle for hand control, battle for position. Just a lot of pressure, pushing on each other. Hand fighting, heavy hands. Got a snap in there. Just feeling each other out here. Pushing and pulling. So each one is just kind of looking for their opening, trying to hit their move, set up their move. So Carter with the hand control, tried to go to the Russian. Back to the collar tie. Just looking for an opening. Clock's not started. Someone needs to let them know the clock's not going. Oh, they're going off the scoreboard. Okay. Push and pulling. Collar ties. Driving. So we got a double head tie on here to the underhook. Let's see if he tries to bear hug it. He's looking for the trip on the bear hug. 2-point takedown. Great job. Coming from an underhook. Just passed it by. Got that ankle hooked. Control, short time, 4 seconds left in the first period. And Carter Johnson's going to go in the second period with a 2-0 lead. So choice, Hobbs. Hobbs going to defer. It's going to be Roswell's choice. Roswell's going to choose down. So that's a big takedown late at the end by Carter. Get those 2 points like he did. Puts him in control of the match. Here we go, referee's position. Roswell down, breakdown by Carter. Ankle hook. Going for that near arm wrist control. Working the tight waist on the near side. Going to the head wedge. Looking to break him flat. Roswell maintaining position. Good job maintaining position, keeping his hips up. Good pressure from Hobbs. Hobbs looking for the breakdown. Nice tight waist. Got the ankle hook. You get that ankle hook, you're in control. You're the controlling person. They're getting flat. Roswell with the near, Hobbs with the near wrist control. Sinks the arm bar to the near ankle. Driving him to his back. Got him to his back. Right on the boundary. Scoring back points. Trying to get in the saddle. Trying to end it as a fall. Second period, 59 seconds left. So going to the New Mexico State Championships in Rio Rancho, represent District 4 5A will be Carter Johnson. And that's it. Those will winners of this round will go to the state wrestling tournament on Saturday and represent District 4 5A for the state championship. Hope you enjoyed, guys. Have a great evening.